Hello everyone, today we are going to learn about northwest corner method of transportation problem. Problem will be given like this. So in northwest corner method, you have to every time select the northwest value. We all know these are the directions. We have a north on top, we have a south on down, west this side and east this side. These are the direction. So northwest will come somewhere over here. So this is the direction for northwest. So we have to find the value which is in the northwest direction. So see the value which are in the yellow background. We need to consider the value for the calculation only from this yellow background. Okay, not the supply and demand values. So we'll start. Find the first value which is on the northwest corner. Which is the value which is in the northwest corner out of this? If you take this as a direction, like this, if you consider this as a direction which is in the northwest corner, we can clearly see in the northwest corner we have 6, right? In the northwest corner we have this value 6. So first we have to consider this 6 value. So mark that 6 with a corner rectangle like this. Now check horizontally and vertically. Horizontally it belongs to P row and vertically it belongs to column 1. So now column 1 is demanding 6 items and row P is supplying 14 items. So out of 14 and 6, which is the smallest? 6. So inside the corner rectangle you have to take the value 6. So this 6 will become 0 because this 6 we have taken in the corner rectangle. Inside the corner rectangle, so we have to make that value 0. So out of 14, 6 is taken over here. So here also it will remain only 8 because 6 is already taken. So whichever row or column is becoming 0, that row or column you have to cancel. So now this column has become 0. So we have to cancel this column 1. It won't be considered in further calculations also. So now same thing you have to do. Again consider the directions only of these values and see which is the value in the northwest corner. If you see the northwest, you can clearly see this comes in the northwest. Okay, so next value will be 4. Since the cell value 4 is selected, mark that cell value with the corner rectangle like this. Now again check horizontally it belongs to P row and vertically it belongs to column 2. So P row is supplying 8 items and column 2 is demanding 10 items. Out of 10 and 8, which is the minimum? 8 is the minimum. Okay, so take 8 inside the corner rectangle. So 8 will become 0 and out of 10 also 8 is there over here. So here 2 will remain. And whichever has become 0, that row or column you have to cancel. So row has become 0 now. So cancel this P row since it has become 0. It won't be considered in further calculations also. So now again do the same thing with the remaining values. Draw like this graph and check which is in the northwest corner. We can clearly see now 9 is in the northwest corner. So we have to select next cell which is having value 9. Okay, that cell we have to select. So mark that cell with corner rectangle. Now 9 belongs to column 2 and it belongs to row Q. So Q is supplying 16 and 2 is demanding currently 2 items. So out of 2 and 16 which is the minimum, out of 2 and 16 which is the minimum, 2 is minimum. So take 2 in this corner rectangle. Since 2 is taken in the corner rectangle, here value will become 0 because that 2 is taken over here. So here since 2 is taken, row wise also if you see, already 2 is taken by this row Q. So here how many will remain now? 14. So whichever row or column has become 0, that you have to cancel. Now column has become 0, that is this column 2 has become 0. So cancel it. It won't be considered in further calculations. Now again do the same thing. Again draw the directions for the remaining value and check the northwest corner. We all know now the northwest corner is over here. So obviously this cell is in the northwest corner side. So that is 2. So cell having value 2 will be selected now. So mark that cell with the corner rectangle like this. Now check it belongs to which column? Column 3. And it belongs to which row? Row Q. So Q is currently supplying 14 and column 3 is currently demanding 15. Out of 14 and 15, which is the minimum? 14 is the minimum. Okay, so take this 14. Since 14 are taken, here 0 will become. All 14 are taken over here. And column wise also, if you see, column 3 has got 14 out of 15. So here only 1 will remain. And whichever row or column has become 0, that you have to cancel. Now in this case, row has become 0, row Q. So cancel it. Since it has become 0, it won't be considered in further calculation. Now from the remaining also, if you draw like this, you can clearly see this is in the northwest corner. So 6 will be considered as the next cell value for the calculations. Okay, because this is in the northwest corner. You can clearly see this is in the northwest corner. So mark that cell which is having value 6 with the corner rectangle like this. And check it belongs to which column? Column 3. And it belongs to which row? Row R. Okay, now R is supplying 5 items, whereas column 3 is demanding currently only 1 item. So out of 1 and 5, which is the minimum? 1 is the minimum. So write 1 over here. That 1 is taken. So cancel it to 0. Okay, and if you see row wise also, 1 is taken. So out of 5, 1 is taken. So how many will remain over here? 4. So if whichever column or row has become 0, that you have to cancel. Now in this case, row has not become 0. Still 4 is needed. Still 4 is available. Whereas column 3, all items are taken. Since it has become 0, we can cancel this column. So now only one value is left. That is this 2, cell having value 2. So directly mark that value with the corner rectangle. So there in that corner rectangle, you check it belongs to column 4. Straight if you vertically go, it belongs to column 4. And if you come horizontally, it belongs to row R. Now row R still has 4 items with it. And column 4 also needs 4 items only. So 4 and 4 both are equal. At the last step, you should have both the values equal only. So write 4 over here. So this also will become 0. This also will become 0. So cancel this column also and cancel this row also. Last step, everything should get cancelled. And all the values should become 0 only. Then only your problem is solved. So now our problem is solved. So our task is to calculate minimum cost of transportation. So now how to calculate the minimum cost of transportation? Check the cells which are having corner rectangle. We have only 6 such type of cells. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So the ones which are marked with this green color symbol are only will be considered for the calculation. So how to calculate minimum cost of transportation? See the first cell. It is having a corner rectangle with the value 6 inside it. So consider that 6 into cell value is also 6. So multiply 6 into 6 plus next cell which we are going to consider is this, because it also has a corner rectangle with the value 8. So 8 into cell value for that is 4. So 8 into 4 plus next cell which we are going to consider is this, because it has a corner rectangle with the value 2. So 2 into cell value is 9. So 2 into 9 plus next what we are going to consider is this, which is having the corner rectangle value 14 into cell value for that is 2 plus next corner rectangle value is over here, which is having 1 inside it. So 1 into cell value is 6. 1 into 6 plus last cell which we are going to consider is this, because it has a corner rectangle value 4 into 2 as the cell value. Done. So now we have total 6 cornered rectangles. So all 6 are taken. So now calculate. 6 into 6 is 36. 8 into 4 is 32. 9 into 2 is 18. 14 into 2 is 28. 6 into 1 is 6. Plus 4 into 2 is 8. If you add all this thing, you will get the answer as 128. So solution for this problem is 128. So minimum cost of transportation using northwest corner method is 128. So this way you can solve northwest corner method of transportation problem. Thank you.